But over here from Cain, raising Cain, chaos, raising Cain, listen to his name, chaos, had his lineage of bestiality, the negative bloodline, the Rh factor monkey rhesus blood. That's what the real war is. God's children versus man's children. Bestiality, the AI comes from. Seedless, soulless. That's the real war. But you guys are so busy fighting black and white skin. That's the distraction.
Not us here.
Because there are people with blood, with dark skin that have white babies. There's people with white skin that are passing, but they have black babies.
Not us here. We represent the children of God and the children of the devil.
No, I'm not talking about you. When I use the universal you, I'm talking
I know you mean people in general.
Yes. I'm only not speaking directly to you guys. I don't even know you personally. I don't know any of your background, your history, nothing. Right now, this interview is teaching the multitude that's going to hear it. Absolutely. One of my old interviews with Armstrong Williams, a television show back in 2018, 2019, got almost 20 million hits because of the knowledge that I'm giving. I'm filling in the dots, you know, the things that the light bulb is going to come on, the stuff that you're missing so you can see how to become more productive here, so you can unplug out of the matrix, so you can come into reality and not in a simulated world where you're being manipulated, you're being killed, you're being utilized, sex trafficking, and all kinds of other things that are going on here in hell.
I also heard you speak about using the term the slavery or the slave trade is actually incorrect, that it was actually what we would call today sex trafficking.
It is. It's the same identical thing. It is sex trafficking. It was never any American slavery because every conqueror who has ever gone to any land on this earth have made people slaves and took them into sex trafficking, free labor, all kinds of stuff. Yes, come on, wake up.
I think
how can it be slavery if the president is black and Lincoln is black? He's a black president.
Break that down.
Wait. The cadets that was over at West Point, and when I was a teenager, I was up there at West Point dancing with the cadets. They had black cadets that went to school with Grant, with all the other ones that you were talking about, all of the people who played a part in this ruse, they went to school up at West Point. Custer, Grant, the president of the South, what was his name? Jefferson Davis. Come on, all these people went to the same schools together. I know it blows your mind, but I'm telling the truth. You can look this up.
We've all heard rumors, especially, we're children of the 70s, of the black presidents, that Lincoln, I think the first time I heard Lincoln was potentially a black man, which I said,
well, yeah. I can prove it to you in 3 seconds. You want me to prove it to you in 3 seconds, but you never have to question it ever again?
The penny.
He's on a black penny.
He's on the penny.
The copper penny, and he's facing another direction from the other presidents. You go, wait a minute, and you go, I'm gonna do you one even better. You go to the Library of Congress, and his picture's in there. And they're talking about his woolly hair and blah, 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 his whole mannerism. And the first president, John Hanson, that's why they said it was 7 presidents before Obama, because they tried to lie and said Obama was the first president, black president. But what they were trying to say was Washington was the first white president because there was nothing but black president in a black house. They burnt it down. And this White House that you see now, that is the second White House that they painted white after they burnt the other one down. I can show you the pictures. Oh, I can show you better than I can tell you. How about that?
Yes.
I don't have to tell anybody anything. I can show you better than I can tell you. You guys probably didn't even know there was a first White House got burnt down.
I did know the first White House got burned down, but I didn't know the color of the first White House.
Well, it was a regular building, but it had all the artifacts of the Black president, John Hanson, Thomas Jefferson, Lincoln, Hardin, and they were all Eisenhower, Coolidge. They were all on lower denominations of money. Look, Hanson is on a $2 bill. Jefferson is on a $10 bill. Eisenhower is on the 10-cent coin. I'm sorry, but I know you guys know this. If you look at the denominations of money, Jackson is on a $20 bill.
Yes.
Now, all the white presidents, some of them are on, and some of them not even presidents. Simon P. Chase, I think he's on a $10,000 bill. He was never a president. I think he was a treasurer, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry for laughing, but this is comical. This is comical, the programming that they have created. You know, history, his story, his side of the story, history, his story. That's what history is. His story.